Yeah, yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Good evening. Happy to be here tonight. How you guys doing? How are you doing? Yeah, we didn't have class yesterday because I was tired, extremely tired, extremely tired. So, but today, give glory to God. I was extremely tired yesterday. One, even though I'm ready to actually sacrifice that time, but you know, I asked people to vote in the space of like 1 hour, but we didn't get up to, I think I said 10 people should vote in support of us having class. So even though we now later had many people that supported we have that class, but in the space of 1 hour, we didn't get the 10 people. That's how it is. But I believe my platform is going to grow bigger by the grace of God. So if you are just joining, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you put on the notification button. If you have not subscribed to this channel, do that now. There's a lot of value in this channel, honestly. Honestly, honestly, you know it. The live session, the live session on this channel alone is packed, fully packed of value. You know it, guys. You know it. So as you are coming, please drop your location, your name, smash the like button. I will acknowledge your question. If you have any question, just make sure you drop your question. I am here for you guys tonight. So let's do it. Actually, the class tonight, I don't want it to be long. If you guys give me vibe, maybe you drop a pair for me to analyze, you keep asking questions that will engage us and make it fun. I'm here for us. If not, I have a lot of things to do. So I'll just make it like 1 hour class and then we are done. So let's get started. What do we have today? Going to my trading view. You guys can clearly see after the market close, market is now approaching my entry. Okay. Now, this is the trade I posted yesterday. If you follow through, thank God I break even this trade. But for what reason? Why? Why would market just decide to start going back up when my entry is confirmed that this guy is going to sell? So why are you just going back up? So, but this thing happens, especially when market is just picking from a higher time frame order block. So he still like to play around, but eventually after he has decided to move, it is unstoppable. So, and I remember during this analysis, let's go to higher time frame. I remember doing this analysis from the beginning of this week with you guys that I'm anticipating a sell to continue this long-term buy. That this cumulation that is happening right here, if you go to the time frame, you will also see it. That this cumulation that is happening right here is just a sign that this market is preparing for a massive sell to the downside before it can continue this buy that we analyze on the weekly time frame. So anything that make this market sell down to this level, this buy is going to be very crazy. So what am I doing right now with CHFDPY? What I'm currently doing with CHFDPY is I am positioning myself for a temporary buy to join a long time, for a temporary sell to join a long time buy. Okay? So do I need to say that again? What I'm positioning myself for on CHFDPY is I'm positioning myself for a long time sell, a sell to get to this level to join a long time buy to continuation the overall trend. Okay, so that's what I am doing with CHFDPY. Do you have any question before we move on to another pair? Any question? Okay, acknowledging the people that are here that put their names here. We have Dapsin from UK, right? Oh, Mr. Dapsin, how are you? Thank you for smashing the like button. Saint Message TV is the first person to actually send a message. I greet you, Mr. Saint Message. Then we have Cashflow Sam. I greet you from Ghana and Universal Vision. Just joining, you're welcome. So, do you have any question on CHFDPY? If you don't have any question on CHFDPY, ladies and gentlemen, let's move to the next pair I have on my watch list right now. Okay. So, moving on. Okay, another pair that I have on my watch list is GBP NZD. If you guys remember the beginning of this week about this trade, that I was expecting this trade that has picked up from here to continue moving to the upside. So the same thing that CHFDPY also does, this guy too does the same thing. And what is that thing? The thing is that when they get to higher time frame POI, they tend to fake the early buyers and come down and take the early sellers. In this scenario, I didn't I after getting a lot of confirmation, I believe this market will not come down. So I didn't break even my entry. I was very, very confident that this trade is picking to the upside. But it was so shocking when I saw this move and I ended up losing in loss. That was very, very crazy. It pained me, but what will I do? I just had to move on. That's one of being realistic as a trader. Okay, because I don't like to break even for some certain reasons, but for some trades that are not confident, I'm not confident about them, and it has moved away from my entry and giving me profit to secure my capital, I'll break even. But in a trade like this that have given me a lot of confirmation, I see no reason why I should break even. Instead of breaking even, I tend to even add position after the break of this high. And it broke that high, but after that, I don't even know what happened. Maybe it is news. This thing happened, I think early in the morning, I don't know, around 7 a.m. I just saw the massive push to the downside. I was even sleeping when I saw this. I was just like, for real? That's why risk management is very, very key at any point in time. Only risk what you know that even if you lose this money, you are going to be fine. So that was actually what helped me. But what made this thing pay me was that I have seen profits. Forex, I have seen profits. They call it view ones. I saw that profit, but it went to loss, so we move. So that's that. But I didn't. It doesn't mean I'm changing my bias. I'm still very, very bullish on this move. And what I'm positioning myself for right now is this. I'm positioning myself for this guy to come here. Where is my long? I'm positioning it to come down here with my stop loss here, somewhere around here, and I'm still going to target the same place I'm targeting. I'm still going to target the same high. Okay. So right now the market is closed. So all these ones they are not a real. If you go to your broker right now, the spread is going to be extremely wide. So by the time the market stabilize around 12, 1, 2, maybe it will come to my entry and then can be able to have an entry. Then. So that's that about GBP NZD. Okay. And I remember doing this analysis, I think since Monday. Let's go to daily time frame again. Yeah. So I remember doing this analysis. Market has come for this breaker and it has pushed up. So this is the next POI that we are expecting the market to push up from here. So obviously this market has been on a downtrend for a longest time, for in an uptrend for the longest time. And then I see no reason why the market will not buy from here. And if here will not hold, then I'll have to redo the analysis again. Maybe he wants to change bias, or maybe he wants to come and use a lower POI right here. But either way, that is why it is always important to use confirmation when you want to pick your entry. But higher time frame POI tends to hold more than lower time frame POI. So that is what we are dealing with right here. So if you have any question regarding GBP NZD, moving on, let me know. Any question regarding GBP NZD? Any question? you have any question, just drop it in the chat box. I am very, very available. So we have Mr. Ifeanyi Fidelis. I greet you too. So if you are just joining, make sure you smash the like button. That is like you guys should do it. Absolutely. Not only should you do it, always recommend this channel for your friends, for your everybody that you know is going to benefit from it. And they do that. I repeat again, the life of this YouTube channel, like our live videos, they are packed full of value. In fact, some most of the videos that I have on my life, because in this life I tend to teach more. Like I teach as if I'm teaching my paid mentorship students. So the videos I have on this life, they are more value more than some video, some courses that some people pay money to go and buy. Why? Because the reason why I even do it is that this live session usually long. It will only send a message to somebody who is dedicated, who is serious about this forex thing, that will sit down and watch our live videos, the one that I've done in the past. And it will only take if you are serious. Everybody is just going to be looking out for the Lamborghini, the 10-minute videos, the 5-minute videos. But for you to sit down and watch a video that is about 1 hour or more than 1 hour videos, and it is live, oh my man, you are serious. So that is why I mean, if I take my time to teach value when I'm on the live session, because I know it is only the serious one that will come back and watch. So that is that about that. If you don't have any question regarding GBP NZD, let's go look for another opportunity. But I've actually prepared you guys what I'll be waiting for on HFJPY, and I've actually prepared you guys what I'll be waiting for on GBP NZD. Please, what pair would you recommend for beginners? As a beginner, I would recommend you should not trade gold. As a beginner, I would recommend you should not trade BTC. As a beginner, hey, as a beginner, you can trade PS like the one I just showed right now, GBP NZD. You can trade PS like CHF You can trade PS like GBP JPY. It's kind of volatile, but it's reasonable. You can trade pairs like GBP odd. Okay, they are reasonable pairs. You know, me, I don't like trading GBP USD and Euro USD for some weird reason. I don't like trading that pair, but of course, if you know your way around it, you can also trade it. Okay, so that is my answer to your sent message. So moving on, let's check another pair I have on my watch list right now. Okay, I have BTC. Okay. Yeah. I've deleted my BTC trade. Yeah. Okay. So let me just explain what we have on BTC. Obviously, if you look at it from this perspective, BTC is on an uptrend, isn't it? It's moving on an uptrend. If you go to daily time frame, it is very, very obvious that this guy is an uptrend. Okay. So now we don't have any information at the previously in the past that could tell us where this guy is reacting off from. We only know that this guy is selling and it has took out this low, and then we can't particularly say that it is obviously that BTC is on a sell trend. Yes, why? Even though it is selling aggressively like this, we still have some. Okay, let's say if BTC take out this low, took it out strongly. I'm not talking about just taking it with a weak or close below it a little. When you see it break out on this low like this, let's say it broke out to this extent, I'll believe that BTC is bearish. But for now, it's not bearish. It is still bullish, but undergoing a temporary bearish situation. Okay, so right here we have some other block like PY, valid PY that BTC is still respecting, might still come to respect or respecting at the moment. If you look at this one on daily time frame, you realize that this other block right here hasn't been mitigated. Let's go to 4 hour. Let's see. Okay. So after market took out this high, let's do the proper analysis right now. Okay, market came to this, gave us this inducement and taps into this breaker block right here. So now this breaker block was the one that sponsored this move to the upside. So but we have another block right here. We have another block right here. The market is yet to mitigate. But market might mitigate it, it might not mitigate it, we don't know for certain. So but right now, BTC has not even got there. Okay, it has only come here and it's reacting off of this other block right here. So we don't know for certain if BTC is still going to push down to come and tap here. So right now, even me as a person, I am sitting my hands and watching BTC. If there's any setup on BTC, it's going to be a very, very short time trade and short time trade. Okay. So right now, BTC is reacting off of this other block right here with this inducement. This is a valid pullback, and this guy has tapped into this POI. So right now, what am I waiting for? I go down to 15 minutes time frame immediately after my POI on the higher time frame is tapped. Unless if I don't see what I'm expecting on 15 minutes, that's when I now go to maybe 30 minutes, 45 or 5 minutes, depending on the situation or the circumstances of the pair. So what am I waiting for right now? This guy has tapped here with a big buy, bullish momentum. You can all see. Then after that, he has been consolidating. So this same energy he used to push up, I want the same energy to break this low. So in which what I meant was that I need a strong push to the downside. Then after that, I'll look for my inducement, then push, then I'll now look for my probably my entry, then continue. Even that continuation self, go long, ladies and gentlemen, because of what has happened in the past. I might just set my TP here or a little bit below this area. But the safest is this. If it happens the way I, let's say predict it. So right now, I'm staying on my hand on BTC. BTC, do your day, make I do my day. If you listen to me, you obey, I obey you. Okay. So that's that about BTC right now. So BTC right now, um, one of my guy yesterday, I saw him post XM. I made XM trade that XM was selling from this guy. I don't know if you guys know him, but he's also a leader in the industry. He's selling from this guy with his stop loss around this where my inducement is, and then they were targeting this low. The same thing that happens to me happens to them, but depend on how they manage the trade anyway. We were targeting this low. Even me too, I was targeting this low when I pick my own trade from here. And this guy get here and the reverse. No fear. Let me speak Pella English. No fear. No fear. Because why you get here and then you turn on me? No fear. When you know my TP is here. So the guy just turned. And same thing happened. These guys will have been happy they are in profit and all of a sudden, boom. Before you open your eyes, everything done. So that is the same thing that happened there. So that is, and it's showing what? It's showing a buy momentum. But we cannot say this guy has resumed a proper buy unless he take out some eyes when we go to higher time frame. If you look at this trend, it's showing sell. If you look at what he's doing, it's showing buy. But is this move LD? No. Capital letter no. This move, this bullish move to the upside is strictly, what do I call it? Um Accumulation of what? Accumulation of liquidity. That's what is happening right here. That is what is happening right here. Accumulation of liquidity. So let me delete this. Let me delete this. Accumulation of liquidity is what is happening right here. You can see. Let a one of the confirmation you can use to take a sell on this trade right now is when we see maybe a 4 hour candle close below this trend line. In confluence with other thing, I'm not a trend line trader, of course, but of course, when need be, if I need to use it, I will use it. So, but you can see the way it is building that momentum. This is by the time this guy is ready, he's going to do everybody shake like this, boom, to the downside. Like he no go care. So it is accumulating momentum, but it's still going to sell. It's still going to sell. Okay. So that is what I know about BTC right now. So BTC, I'm still very, very bearish on BTC at the moment. And I'm very, very careful. So if you have any question regarding BTC, kindly indicate. Okay. Thank you for smashing the like button. I appreciate all of you that do so. If you have any question regarding the BTC or all the peers I've talked about before now, you can actually ask them and I'll be ready to actually give you the answers to that. So, meanwhile, before we go further, while waiting for anybody that has their question to ask, let me say this. Currently, for group mentorship, I have closed for the year. Like the rest of this year, I'm not going to be doing any group mentorship thing anymore. Um, but however, there is still one-on-one private student available. If you want to know what I know, as a matter of fact, what actually helped me was the fact that I eventually paid for one-on-one class. So, and that cost me a lot of, it cost me a lot because I paid thousands of dollars to apply to, to be able to learn. So, if you are interested, my own is not, I'm not going to charge you thousands of dollars, at least for now. Maybe later I'll still do that, but for now, all you just have to do is pay me $250. I'm going to sit with you in like 2 months, even though you still have access to me for as long as possible. But in like 2 months, I'm going to sit with you, schedule your time, look at your schedule, I look at my schedule, and we do 2 months intensive, you know, um, intensive mentorship. And what do I trade? I look for three things in the market. I'm just going to show you how deep it is to look into these three things and then simplify it by looking out for three things. What do I look out for? Manipulation, break of structure, and inducement. Then I get my entry. After I see these three things, my entry comes. If I don't do manipulation, break of structure, and inducement, I do violation, break of structure, and inducement. Every of my trade, ask me where is the three things and I will show you. Because it's that three things that after seeing that three things, I'll make my decision. Okay, but there are other things that are associated with the three things. That is why mentorship is very, very key. Okay, so that is that. But if you don't have $250 to pay for one-on-one, you still want to get, you are still interested in knowing the the simple concept strategy, you can have access to my videos where I have talked about this thing for over 20 videos. Over 20 videos that I've talked about, teach this thing in detail, self-explanatory video, just for $30. Give away price, just for $30, okay? So that's that about that. So moving on to the next pair I have on my watch list, this is the almighty gold. Yay, gold. I've been missing pairs on gold lately because I've been busy. I wasn't paying attention. They pay me, oh, make I not lie. So gold has broke the almighty all-time high. It has broke it. Gold has broke the all-time high right now. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give you one expo. See this high that gold broke. This particular high, anytime market come there, buy you. The buy might now not take much time, but trust me, the buy go hold. Let's look at example in the past. Let's look at example in the past. Um, Where's my trend line? Yeah. This is the next high before this high. What did the market do when the market come there? Let's go to lower time frame. Market has not actually returned there. But look at this guy. You can see there's a serious push up from there. I know what I'm talking about. Let's go to 4 hours time frame first. Let's go to 4 hours time frame. There are some trades that I missed in the past. Okay, like this one, I've seen one. This guy. It's just simple break and retest. Like when we first start learning forex, you see resistance turn support. Break and retest. See, he broke it, he came back to retest it, to the upside. It happens. Like this is 4 hours time frame, right? Let me look at the past. Guys, I know what I'm saying now. If market come to that place, eh? Buy you, especially when that market has moved very well above like this. Look at this guy. You can see. You can call it break and retest. You can call it breaker block. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But look at it. Did you see it? When the market came back there, what does it buy? Look at this one too. Let me use trend line so that you get okay. You can even tiny this one. Tiny this one. Look at it, you see them. Maybe it touch, maybe it not touch, but look at it. I've given you free expo right now. Market has not come for this one. Market has not come for this one. Even if you look at, let's look at BTC. It happens on BTC too. Let's go to 4 hours time frame. I want the one that market has left and come back. Okay, I've seen it. Where do you think this guy buy from? Where do you think he buy from? See this eye. I was later taking. Look at where the market came to buy. Though, if I'm going to take this trade, I'm going to use confirmation, of course. Like confirmation in the sense that I'm going to have to see liquidity. I don't just make my entry without seeing liquidity. Okay, but look at it. Even conference with other high. See, and there it happen, my brother. You will see happen again, no. And they tell you. So when the major eye is being taken out like this, let's look at this one. Oh, you didn't touch it. Ah, see manipulation. A lot of people have been waiting for this place to touch. You just came shy and left. So what? You still understand the idea that the guy almost. Let's just delete. So, but that's just the point I want to state on gold. Okay, so let me go to DVP 10 minutes time frame. Okay, if this guy get there, I'm going to get alert and I'm going to prepare for my entry. So now what am I waiting for on gold? I'm waiting for gold. Let's go to lower time frame. Let me delete all this line. I don't like them. Delete. Okay. So you can see that I've positioned myself. Look at this guy too. Let's go to 15 minutes time frame. You'll see it. After market breakout this high, after market breakout this high, it came back for this high. Even though I marked this other block right here, but if Go to 5 minutes, you see it very well. This trade pay me that I didn't catch it. Pay me this particular one because I wasn't paying attention. It had started happening before I now saw it. It happened again here. It happened again here. But I didn't, I forgot it. Forgot it already. So look at it. You have, this area is being manipulated. This is an order block that failed. Okay, so market manipulate it. It broke structure to the upside. It gave us an inducement right here. This is the inducement. So this is manipulation, break of structure, inducement, then your entry to the upside. So in this one too, the same thing happened. This is manipulation and a break of structure, and this is our inducement right here. And then market came for this guy, this other block right here. You touch it, and then you move. So the same thing. But in the case of this one, the market is tired already. See the way it is moving. It is not an LD move anymore. That is why you can see the way this market are coming down. So the way this is coming down like this, the market will come to the extreme level. So it will come to an extreme level. But where is it coming to next? Where can we position ourselves? Actually, I'm positioning myself for the down move. Remember, this is an NFP week. So during an NFP week like this, anything can happen. You have to be very, very careful. So now let's go to like 4 hours time frame and let's see what is likely going to be our position again for this trade. For me personally, this place that I mark here, which is an which is the what do I call it now? The previous high that was taken out, the almighty previous high that was taken out, which is this guy that also collide with this my entry right here. I'm waiting for this one. Like NFP said, no go stop me from taking trades from here. NFP cannot stop me from taking trades from here. I rather just know what I'm missing. So, but no, this is another temporary buy that this market can do. So below here like this, we now go to like 1 hour time frame, we can see if there is a valid order block that we can position ourselves for. I took out this guy right here, took out this, market has come here. So let's go to 45 minutes. Let's use this other block. Mm, 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 mm. Ah, this level is not certain. It's not certain. I don't know. Unless if I see confirmation, it's not certain. I'd rather wait for this one. This is the high probability. This is the high probability zone that gold is going to buy from. This is high probability zone. Okay. This place is not very, very certain. It's not very, very. It might be a trap. Because market has come to mitigate a lot of other blocks that we can use here. Market has used already. So I think that's that about that. About gold. I think I only have 4 pairs on my watch list. I don't have more than that. I even plan to reduce them to 3. So if you have any pair that you are interested in that you might want me to look into for you, this is the opportunity to actually request for that right now. Okay. So I'm still waiting for my CHFDPY to come and trigger. I'm waiting for my GBPNZD to come and trigger. And BTC, I'm still sleeping on my hand while waiting for this low to come and break and give me another confirmation. On gold, still have a long ride, maybe during or before NFP or after NFP, market will eventually push down to this level to continue the buy to the upside. So that's that about that. Any question? If you don't have any question now, I think we're done for today. I'm just showing you guys what I have on my watch list and what I'm anticipating. If you guys have any question, I am also ready to answer the question. If you have any pair you want me to look into, regardless of the pair, this is why I'm here. Any question? Any question, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for always showing up. Thank you for the love, everybody. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys for always joining. Since we don't have any question, if you think we might have to end this live session, we have to end this live session. Okay, so stay winning out there, stay winning. God Almighty will bless every one of us. To be a consistent, profitable trader, it's a journey, is not easy. It is totally beyond having knowledge about technical analysis. Trust me, it's beyond technical analysis. It is beyond risk management. It's beyond all those things that is being teachable. Sometimes it is more psychological. It has a lot to do with your personality. It has a lot to do with your spirit. Okay, but it's a journey each and everybody needs to go through their own phase one after the other and then pass it. Okay, so I think that is that about that. Okay, before I go, I will honor this your request, Mr. Ifeanyi. He said I should look at NZDGPY. Okay, so looking at NZDGPY, what do you have on NZDGPY? NZDGPY. Okay, what's happening on that guy? Okay. Also, let me delete this. I cannot remember when last happened. Yeah. Charlie, Charlie, it be me and you. Hmm. See trade. Oh boy. See trade. I don't know when I even analyze trade. Okay, okay, okay. This is manipulation, block of structure inducement. See the way you fly. See the way you fly. Okay. Let me just delete everything. This one too. Let me just delete everything. Let's start afresh. Okay. So now the first question I say you should always ask yourself when you want to look into a pair or you want to do your top down analysis. The first question is where is the price coming from? Where is it going? Okay. As you can see, this price right here, even if you go to weekly time frame, you realize that let's have a wider screen here. You realize that this guy has uptrend to here, downtrend here. He went up again, mitigate this guy. This guy push it back up, broke here, broke here. Did he broke here? Yes, he broke here. Okay, so this guy has pushed it back down. So we know that this guy he took out an almighty high, just like gold also did, and then he pushed this price extremely down, taking out this low. Which day again did he take out? Wow, he took out this low too. So now we can now investigate properly where this guy is coming from. He took out this low, did he take out this low? He took out this low. So after taking out this low, where is it now coming from? Is it this breaker? Did he get to this breaker? No. Okay, it is this other block. If you go to 4 hours time frame or the hourly time frame, you will see that there's another block right here that the market came to respect. Let's see if our 4 hour candle can show us. Okay, you agree with me that there's another block right here that this guy came to respect this other block right here. Okay, so and ever since it has tapped into that other block, what happened? It has been buying. Okay, so if you say this guy is not on an uptrend, you want to take out this eye. He has taken out so many eyes to the upside and now he's selling again. So what is sponsoring this sell? We need to investigate. So once you know how to do your proper investigation, okay, then we know that this guy right here is the one that is sponsoring this sell. Market tap into this other block and selling. So where is the target for this sell after taking out this inducement? Because if you ask me, this is a manipulation break of structure inducement and the market came and now it is selling. So market will clear out all this liquidity right here. So market has a tendency to clear this low. Okay. So now that we know that market has the tendency to clear this low, this is accumulation of liquidity right here. So and how do you know if this market is aggressively on the sell side? Cash should be preparing for another sell on NZDJPY, you know. You can see the impulse move, see the correction, impulse correction, impulse correction. Now, the next question we have now is where is the next sell that we are going to get this kind of push? Where is it going to begin? Okay, so as market get to this extreme POI, no. As market go here, yes. No. Market go here. Okay, it was this breaker block that this market get to and started react. Now, how has it been selling since it has been selling? Has it been respecting breaker block? Let's investigate. Where did this sell pick from? Is it breaker block? Yeah, it picked from breaker block. It picked from breaker block, but it manipulates that other block before it started selling from there. Okay, so now since he has started this move, he came to this extreme POI, he broke down, tap here, sell a little, eventually take it out, and then tap and started selling. He took out, used this POI again, using this inducement. This is a manipulation, this is a violation inducement, violation break of structure and inducement. Okay, so now this guy has got here again. Now, let's see if you have a reasonable confirmation to sell this trade. On the 15 minutes time frame, we have this high to this low to this high, this low to this high, and then this guy just came, broke this low. After breaking this low, it closes below here. We have this inducement, and then the market came to use this other block right here. This guy came to use this guy, and he sold and he used this guy because he's not ready for the downside. He used this guy to push up again, taking out this guy and turning this guy to liquidity, and then eventually took out this I too. Now, if you look at where this guy is coming from, there will be a reason why picked he picked his buy from here. I don't know for certain. If you have to start investigating, we'll see. Because of time, the market has left and then now broke this low. Now, after breaking this low, do we have a valid inducement right here? Where is the candle that is responsible? Now, let's go to 30 minutes. This is how to do investigation. Which candle is responsible for this low that was taken and this low? Let's go to 1 hour. I'm not saying what I like yet. Let's go to 2 hours. This candle broke here, but didn't close below. This one came, broke here, but didn't close below this. I like one candle that does the whole job. Can we get one candle that do the whole job? On 4 hour, yeah, this candle just took out this low and then give us this inducement, which is he has stopped here. Hmm. This guy is still tricky, make I not lie. It's still very, very tricky. Okay, it's still very, very tricky. So if we go to like 15 minutes time frame right now, we can bank on this guy, but very low, very low risk. We can bank on this guy. Okay, we can bank on this guy having our investment right here and using this other block for sale. Now, there's something I need you to know. If market is picking its trade from the beginning, there tends to be some manipulation that usually happen at that edge of that higher time frame. That is why it is always advisable that allow the market to break structure properly to the direction you want it to break before you now start positioning yourself to continue cashing that trade. Okay, so now this is it. This is a risky entry, okay? So, and then you can now target. Now, your first target is going to be this low right here, and that's 1 to 3 weeks to reward. And then eventually, market will still clear all this low. Trust me. If you look at 4 hours time frame, this is where the market is going to clear all this. It's going to clear all this low, either the market like it or not. So if you get your entry right, you can swing this trade or you keep taking your trade like that, like that, like that. But for me, from experience, I would rather put my stop loss, I would rather put my TP here or a little bit closer, but it won't get it because market sometimes might not even get it and start reversing unnecessarily. Or sometimes it will break it. Okay, so like this is reasonable on NZDJPY, provided that this other block here on the 15 minutes time frame is going to hold, and this is like 11 pips stop loss. Okay, so I think that is what we have on NZDJPY. So I think that's what we have on NZDJPY. So if you have any question regarding that, fine. If you don't have any question, then you can call it a day. Any question? Yeah, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Mr. Fine. That's what you're expecting. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Remember what I asked you to look out for when you're trading is just three things: violation, break of structure, inducement. You don't see that viol manipulation tends to, not every time you see that, because most of the time manipulation usually happen at the beginning of a trend, but violation usually happen at the continuation of a trend. So manipulation, break of structure, inducement, your entry. Before you get your entry, look out for that three things. If you did not see that three things, then you should see violation, break of structure, and inducement. Violation, break of structure, inducement. Once you see that three things, then look for your entry. Simplify it like that, and then now build your psychology, build your risk management, and before you know it, the result will start flowing in. How's that about that? Thank you, everyone for showing love. If you have smashed the like button, do it. I appreciate every one of you guys. If you don't have any question, then you can call it a day. You should just save the time for the people that will come and rewatch. But if you have any question, of course, you still have like 3 minutes before 1 hour. And if you don't have, you can call it a day. Okay. Uh, Joshua Ogemudia, you are welcome. You are welcome, my brother. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. Yes, of course, I did BTC. I did BTC. So, somebody asked a question regarding trading BTC. If you are a beginner, stay away. If you are a beginner, stay away. Stay away if you are a beginner from BTC. BTC is not. It is undecisive as it is right now. It's very very undecisive. It's very very undecisive. So even me right now, there's some certain things I'm waiting for. And that's the recap I'm doing right now. There are certain things I'm waiting for on BTC. If I don't see it, I don't engage. Okay? If I don't see it, I don't engage. If BTC want to, I'm bearish on BTC, ladies and gentlemen. I've said it before, and I've showed you guys the reason why I'm bearish on BTC. You'll see that an impulse move is, is to the downside. The correction is to the upside. Impulse to the downside. This is the only impulse to the upside. And after the impulse, the market still sell and take out the low. The market still sell and take out the low. You can see the impulse to the downside. You can see the slow movement to the upside. So this is a correction. This is an impulse. So I'm still very, very bearish. Until market taps into this other block right here. So I will not be watching out for the reaction if market wants to push a bullish narrative from here or you want to continue selling. So, but I said it the last time. I said this is a trend line liquidity that is been building up here. It's a trend line liquidity that is been building up here on 4 hours frame. So nothing more than other than liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. Okay. By the time this market is ready, it's going to clear all these things. It might even be during the bit NFP that the market will clear all these low motherfucker. Yeah, you too. You're gonna clear all these low, remember. You're gonna clear all this low to the downside. So I'm very, very bearish on BTC. But the challenge I'm having with BTC right now is that it keeps playing and playing and playing. So is it going to use this POI for the sell? Because this POI has a valid inducement and this is a valid other block right here. So provided that I have what I call the confirmation, market should come and break below this low on a 15 minutes time frame or 5 minutes as the case may be, break below here, give me inducement and I'll use a nearby, you know, POI, either breaker block or other block and I'll just pick myself to the downside. But until that happens, oh no, I'm not engaged. So that's the recap. That's the recap. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's that about that. So any question in like 1 minute, if you have any question, after 1 minute, if you don't have any question, then we can just leave here. 1 minute's time, I'm looking at the timer right now. 1 minute's time. If you don't have any question, then let's call it a day. See you guys tomorrow at the same time. I will decide on Friday. Is it on Friday or Thursday? We are going to continue this class next week because for me, make I not lie you, the turnout has not met up to my expectation. I'm expecting over 10 people on this live, and all we usually have, yes, we have over 10 today, but they didn't sustain. Started having 8, 9. Right now we are 8. Sometimes we are 9. So anything above 10 will give me encouragement to continue within this life as we go, as the coming weeks. But right now, You guys know the ginger me. So as you guys know the ginger me, I'm not sure if I'm still going to continue, but I'm not deciding yet. I'm not deciding yet. My decision will be based maybe by Thursday. This is the after tomorrow. I'll make my decision. So that's that about that. Okay. Yeah, thank you. See you guys tomorrow by the grace of God. The same time, 10 p.m. tomorrow. Bye for now, guys. Bye bye.